Hello everyone, welcome to my tutorial for today. My name is Shaw. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching you guys how to make a corset top with bra cup. This corset top, I'll be making use of this bra cup to make the corset. At my center front, I'll be driving 1 inch for the center front like this. This is center front, which is 1 inch with the seam allowance ½ inch, making it 1 because this fabric is folded into 2. Then I make a straight line across it like this. This is my center front. So I've drafted the basic body pattern I've been using. This is my shoulder line, bust line, under bust, and my waistline. So my bust is 38 divided by 4, which is 9.5. This is 9.5. Then I added 1.5 inches to it like this. The 1.5 inch I added is my seam allowance to it like this. So making 11 inches like this. I've drafted it out like this. This 11 inches. So this is my bra cup. Like I said earlier, my bust is 38, but I got a bra cup lower than my bust measurement. This is 36 bra cup. So I got, because I don't want the bra cup to be big than my bust. So this 36 inches bra cup. So at the center front like this that I marked, place your bra cup to it like this. But I want my bra cup to be slant at the middle, so I slanted it like 1 inch like this. I want it like this. So check what you have. My under bust is 13.5. My under bust measurement is 13.5. You can see this is 14. So I will push the bra cup up a little bit to make the 13.5 inches that I want. So this 13.5 inches. Check what you got. This 13.5 inches. You can see like this. So I'll make a dotted line across the bra cup like this. Place it gently on your fabric. So this is the line across the bra cup. Then you can see the line I made just now is flat. I want the bra cup to come out a little bit. I want it to curve, not flat. So I curve it out just by 1/4 inch like this. You can see. So I curve it out like this. You can see. So this is my real measurement now here. Why this is the flat bra cup, but after cutting it out a little bit, I got this. This bra cup has inches. This is a 1/4 inch for you to seal your fabric with it. So I'm adding seam allowance to it, the bra cup now. This is 1/4 inch seam allowance like this. Make sure you add your seam allowance not to look funny when sewing in. So I added 1/4 inch seam allowance to the bra cup. Remember, I've extended this down when I slant the middle. So just rule it out. This is my real center front now. So my bust divided by 4, which is 9.5. Then I added 1.5 inches, making it 11. From this point, just create an armhole curve, like we are creating an armhole curve like this. You can see. Just slant it from the real bra cup. Just slant it like this. You can see. So I did seam allowance 1 inch because I have added ½ inches to it. The ½ inches I added is my seam allowance, while the remaining half inches is my real center front. So this is the half inches like this. You can see. So this half inches is my seam allowance because I will join it at the middle. So my seam allowance, that is my real center front like this. So go ahead and measure your nipple to nipple measurement. My nipple to nipple measurement is 4 inches. Remember, this is my seam allowance, while this is the real center front. Just put your tape rule at this edge, the seam allowance, because I've divided this into 2. So 4 inches like this to it. Remember, measure it at your waistline, for this half body that I'm cutting. So this is 4 inches. 4 inches. So at this 4 inches, which is your center front, which is your nipple to nipple measurement, then I remove half inches at both sides to form my dart. This half inches. My waist is 32 divided by 4, which is your center front, 4 inches like this. This is my nipple to nipple measurement. Remember to add your nipple to nipple measurement to it. So this is 4 inches. Then make a straight line like this. You can see. Then the half inches that I made, this is the half inches. Just rule it to create a dart like this. Remember to add your dart allowance to it. Like I said earlier, my waist is 32 divided by 4, which is 8. This is 8 inches. Then I added 1 inches for my seam allowance. Then remain 1 inches for this dart I'm removing now. So go ahead and cut it out like this. You can see like this. So I've cut it out like this. You can see. So cut your back now. So this is my back. Just place it at the back like this. So remember to add your zip allowance to it. So my zipper allowance is 1 inches. 1 inches. I added 1 inches for my zip allowance like this. This is 1 inch. So as this seam, I know this is my seam allowance. So let me fold it like this. The half inches seam allowance at the front. So go ahead and fold it out like this. Then pin it. Not to get confused when placing it at the back body. So then place it at the back like this. So cut it out. So use your to trace it out. So you can see. Why this is my neck. So you can decide to make your neck more lower, but I want it like this. I want this part to be my neck measurement. You can come down by 1, come down by 2, but I want it to be somewhere around. I don't want the back to be too low. So I didn't mark it here, but at my armhole point I mark it. Remember, not here but here. So the back is somehow slant. The back is somehow slant here. So this is the back. Go ahead and cut it out. You can see. So mark your dart measurement. I'm using 4 inches for it. This 4 inches for it for my dart measurement. Then remove half inches at the both sides like this. You can see. Mark it at the up also. So form a straight line. Then, like I did at the front part, just make it slant like this. You can see this is my dart measurement. So this is how I make this dart at the back. So notch your zip allowance. Then cut it because the back is in 2 places like this. So represent it as the fabric you want to use. I've represented on the fabric I want to. This is the fabric I'm using, so I've cut it and I'll go ahead and join it together. So my bra cup now, I'll be cutting this lining. So just fold the lining like this. Fold the lining you are using like this. So use your tape rule to measure the bra cup across like this. So my bra cup here is 8 inches. So I'll be adding half an inch at the both sides, making it 9 inches. Just come around somewhere like this. So like this. Make sure you have enough lining in excess, just because this bra cup has a room inside. So I'm using, just let me cut it out like this. So I'm cutting it out. I want the lining to be more. So this 16 inches. I just want to use the middle, which is 8 inches. So like this. So go ahead and mark the center. This is 14, so the center will be 7. Like this. So the center is there, like a cross. Just mark it like a cross. So at this center, at this side, I will remove half inches at both sides because the middle is not slant, it's cup. So half inches at both sides and half inches at this side also. Then you slant it to this middle. You can see like this, to the middle. The half inches I took at the both sides. We'll go ahead and cut it out. remember this is just for one boost, like this, for one cup, not to just for one cup. Then I'll cut the fabric. This is the lining. Then I'll cut out the fabric I'm using it on. See, this is the lining I cut. So this lining, the upper part of the lining that will be at the up of the cup. So I represented it on bridal satin, while the down part on the fabric I want to use, this the satin and the fabric. So I will join it together now. So I've joined it together like this, you can see. So go ahead and knot it, knot it like this. So I've knot it. Like this. So knot the lining also. You can see. So more like this is for one cup, and this is for one bra cup also. So go ahead and place it like this. But before placing it, this is the up, while this side is the down part. At this side, use your staple to measure 1.5, which is the middle part, and 1.5 inside also. Likewise, at the side part, this side part falls at the armpit, the armhole part. So I measure 2 inches for it. So 2 inches inside also. You can see. I'll do that for the second bra cup. 1.5 at the middle part, inside also. While this place is 2 inches, while at that armhole side 2 inches. So go ahead and make sure you use your iron to open these inches inside, the same allowance inside. So I'll go ahead and use my iron to open it, because I don't want it closed, I want it open. Then make sure this joining part, the middle part of the both fabric, matches this part like this, you can see. While at this side also matches this side, while at this side matches the side part, the armhole part, you can see. That is why I marked it inside. You can see this 1.5 matches the inner joining, while this side also matches this place. Then place it like this on it. Then place your lining to it also for turning. So I'll go ahead now and sew it, then I'll come back to show you how I did it. Now I've placed the lining and my fabric on it. You can see how it is. So I want to give you a tip about this bra cup. Firstly, when joining your bra cup, make sure you push it in and out, push it outward and like this. You can see, so that the fabric will rest on your boobs. Your boobs, it will not look funny. It will look like not look funny when joining it. You can see. So push it out and in like this. Then when you your bra cup on it, firstly, don't turn it together like this. Then you join it. No. Open this, your real fabric, then your lining, pull it in. Join the lining first, then close it back and join the fabric, the main fabric. So now I will go now to join it with this 1/4 inch at the down. When joining it, I'll make sure I pull it inside like this, outward and inward like this. So let me go ahead and show you guys how I did it. Now I've joined the breast cup like this. You can see how I made it. So I've joined it. Then I've got to join the dart. I've joined the dart. Then my center front, I've joined it. It starts beside that. I've applied my zip to it at the back. Now I will go and fix this cup to the shape like this. You can see I'll fix it on my machine like this. See it now with the 1/4 inches. I put my seam allowance. Then after seaming it, I'll go ahead and apply my bias tape on it like this at the raw edge, at the dart. You can see my bias tape like this. Cut some bias tape on it. Then apply my boning. Then I will insert the boning to it. Make sure to insert your boning to make the cup stand well. So I will insert my boning to it. The boning I want to insert is polyester boning. The type of boning that your machine can easily. Welcome back. So I've go ahead and attach my bra cup to the bodies now. You can see this is the bra cup. I've insert boning inside this. You can see it's kind of raised up like this, but this is flat. I haven't applied the boning inside this part. So go ahead and put your bias tape around it like this. Bias tape here at the dart part, the middle part, which is the center part, then the side part. So I will put my boning inside like this. So insert the boning inside it like this. So like this. So you can see. Then I cut it. Now I'll go ahead and attach my bias tape around it at the cup like this, round. And after attaching it, then you apply your boning inside. I want to give you a tip at this area. Make sure you attach the bias tape here first before this. Not that you do it round like this, then you attach. Make sure you apply the bias tape at the dark area before the cup round, so that this bias can close the raw edges here like this. So this is the tip I want to give. So I'll go ahead and attach the boning to it. I've attached the boning here, but I haven't here. So after attaching the boning, I will test for fit. I will test it to, maybe I have to amend it few inches. So I will test if the body fit me. No, I will not have any problem, any issue on it. So I'm coming. Fit it, as you can see, and I've attached my boning into it. After testing for fitting, so the corset fits me, actually my size. So I apply my bias tape to it, then I insert boning to it. Now I will go now to overlock all the raw edges. You can see, make sure to overlock any single edge on it. You can see this place like this, then this down. Or else you want to add, maybe you are not using it for corset top, you are using it for play top. You can attach your play down on it. But on this corset, this is a top, so I have to overlock the raw edges at the down, then at the side. You can see. So make sure you overlock every single raw edges on it. Then insert your zip, cut it, then use your bias tape to tape it like this. Now I've overlocked all the raw edges, as you can see. So this is how I made my beautiful corset top. Make sure to overlock all the raw edges and insert your boning to it at the back, the dart, the same allowance line, and the top line. Make sure you can overlock all the you can see overlock all the rough edges like this. Thanks for watching my video. Kindly click the subscribe button to notify you if I drop a new video. Thanks. Bye. Come on, Ashley. What is it? That's it.